Hello everyone, Professor P here, and welcome to Module 7 of Business and Data Analytics. Now, we often hear the word technology thrown around as a buzzword. But in this module, we're going to be looking at what it actually is, a competitive battlefield of sorts. Now, we're going to be diving into chapters 13 to 15, and we're going to be exploring emerging technologies, e-business, and the evolution of the World Wide Web. Now, this matters because disruptive innovation isn't just about new gadgets. It's about the forces that reshape industries, the things that kill those old business models, and what decides the next generation of winners and losers in our industries and our economies. Now, the core concepts we're going to be talking about here, we're going to be breaking this down into three main pillars. We're going to be talking about disruption. Now, in chapter 13, we'll distinguish between sustaining technologies, which just makes things slightly better, and disruptive ones that change the rules of the game. We're going to be looking at why big, successful companies often fail because they fall into success traps, why smaller, faster competitors use things like cloud and AI to pass them by. Now, we're going to be looking at the e-business models, which is really chapter 14, and this is going to cover how. We'll look at the B2B, which is business to business. We'll look at B2C, business to consumer, and a few beyond that. We're going to discuss the tools that make modern collaborations possible, everything from CMS to video conferencing, and the risks that those have, like privacy and platform dependency, some of it that siloing that is happening in the World Wide Web. Then on the pillar 3, we're going to be looking at the evolution of the web itself. Now, this is in chapter 15. We're going to move away from the web 2.0, which is the era of user-generated content, which is really where we've been living at now, into the early stages of web 3.0, which is focusing on decentralization, things like digital ownership and trust inside the internet, and that internet of things instead of internet of people. Now, for your Power BI for this module, remember that we are an introductory course. Don't get too caught up. Remember that thing I told you that we can never get the exact same interface with everybody. If I recorded a video today, I can almost guarantee tomorrow Power BI would update and your interface would be different. So do the best you can. The goal is to see the tools, not perfection on those Power BI. So just get in there, get your hands dirty, experience what is a great tool, because if you want to make a little bit of money in the real world, Power BI is going to be one of those pieces you can learn. So on this practical side for this, we're going to continue that Power BI journey with the checkpoint 7s. Your goal this week is to move beyond just making charts and start making some business ready reports. Now, what I'm looking for is that professional formatting, some intentional layouts, and really he's going to be introducing you to like the KPI cards, I think, in this module, and just what and how we actually answer business questions. Now, the big key is just please remember you must upload that PBIX file only. If you upload that spreadsheet or a PDF or something of that nature, it's going to get a 0. I have to see your actual PBIX created with inside Power BI. So double check that before you upload. Make sure you submit the correct thing. Now, always as logistics, everything is module 7 is always going to be due on the Friday of the deadline by 5 p.m. You are absolutely free to work ahead. For my 8-week course, I know this is now we're getting into the final bit. If you work ahead on the 7, get chapter 8 done, or module 8 done in this week, that gives you all of your 8th week to focus just on that final exam and your other finals. So you're free to work ahead, but never fall behind because late work's not accepted. So just be very, very clear, late work's not accepted in this course. It hasn't been for any of the modules. That's by statute, that's by rules. If it's late, it is a 0, even if Blackboard allows the upload. So this includes case study, which always needs to be at 1,000 words with that proper in-text citation and post-text. And the Mac stuff, hopefully you guys at this point in class have realized that Mac doesn't run Power BI, so you're running it that way. All right, so guys, this module will move very fast, but the concepts here are the ones you'll use every day in your professional world. So dig into the smart book, watch the lectures, get those Power BI files cleaned up. If you have any questions, reach out early, and just let's have a good week. And I'll see you guys inside the data. Have a very fruitful day. Bye, guys.